It's time now for the award-winning #1 local talk show in Northeast Pennsylvania, The Sam Lesante Show. Now here's your host, Sam Lesante.
You know, my friends, it's interesting. When we go shopping, we don't realize how many great locally owned shops there are in our various towns. I'm here in Pottsville today, and as you know, we've been on Comcast 190 for many, many years. And it's interesting because when I go to these local shops here, some of them advertise with us, I find that these are people that are involved in the community. These are people that when you go and ask them to help with the little leagues or supply something for an event they're having, you go to local shops. And that's the one thing that I really appreciate about being in northeastern Pennsylvania. Towns like Hazleton and Pottsville and Wilkes-Barre and all different local owned shops. I found this shop right here, Hydrangea Cottage. When we go inside, you're going to be amazed to see what they have in there. It's a pleasant place to be, and it's right here in Pottsville, and we'll talk about that. Let's go in, and I want to show you some interesting items that you won't believe are available here in northeastern Pennsylvania. So here we are inside Hydrangea Cottage. Now, I want to tell you, this place was located at 409 West Market Street. Beautiful little place, and when this show was done, you're going to see a lot of great things. I mentioned to you before, my friends, about local shops. And one thing about local shops that I found, my wife had a store called Picture Perfect Jewelry and Gifts, and I remember how particular she was to make sure she got the right things to match the decor, and then also knowing the people in the area, what they would want to buy, and their favorite items. And there was a personal touch when it comes to local shops. And here at Hydrangea Cottage, you're going to see great personal touch. So many things happening here. Now, I'm going to, first of all, thank you. Erik Tice is the owner. Thanks for inviting me here.
Thank you for coming.
I have to tell you, I see your spot on our channel, and thank you for advertising with us. But it doesn't do any justice whatsoever. When I walked in this place, I was, wow, your beautiful mom, Vivian, and it was nice there to greet us. And it was exactly what I thought it would be, but even better, So I want to congratulate you on what you're doing here because it's absolutely beautiful, okay?
Thank you.
With that being said, let's talk about you. How did you get involved with this?
I've always been in retail all my life. I studied design in college. I have an associate's degree in interior design, and I always knew that I wanted to have my own business. When I could get out there and do something like this, the opportunity arose a few years ago, right after COVID. So I thought I would start it in our home. So that lasted a couple months, and we outgrew that space pretty quickly. So then we moved to this location here in Pottsville. When I first originally started looking for a building, I knew I didn't want, like a mall space or a storefront place. I wanted
because of the uniqueness of what you have.
Right.
Okay.
Because of the different things that I do have, I wanted people to come in, make it look like they were at home, that they felt relaxed, that they enjoyed what they were looking at. We have music playing throughout the shop to help with the mood. Yeah. And, the different accessories that I pick out, are different unique accessories, kind of homey looking accessories that, people would like to put into their homes.
So you put your design hat on when you're with the first room as to know what that room is all about, okay? Mm-hmm. Let's talk about when they come in to your place, okay? What will they be seeing in that particular room?
The first room that we have in the cottage, we have quite a few different decor items. It changes seasonally, but we do have a candle company that we carry from Pennsylvania here. I like to have a lot of different companies that are local to Pennsylvania or nearby states. Mm-hmm. We do quite a bit of things with Amish companies that make different things. Mm-hmm. So we have nice things that they make to put out on your porch for the summer and other seasons. And then we do also have different teas In the next room downstairs, we do have Mrs. Bridges Products, which she's based out of Scotland. She makes Dundee marmalade. She makes strawberry marmalade, all sorts of different marmalades and chutneys and curds, lemon curd and orange curd that you can serve with scones if you're having tea. The chutneys you can use on sandwiches or charcuterie board if you make those. And then we do have more decor in that room, and that room features a lot of our local artists' artwork. We have quite a few different local artists that we feature here at the shop.
Who are some of the artists that you have?
We have pieces from Mary Beth Harvey. We have pieces from Kathy Connolly. They do watercolor. Kathy does oil paintings as well. Mm-hmm. And then we also have some photographers, Pam Foley and Amber Fink.
It's so nice that you have the talent in this area,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and be able to give them the exposure, those particular talents. From that room, we go into another room.
That room features a lot of our different teas in it. We carry teas from different companies. A lot of the companies that we carry with tea, some of them have been in business for, 80 years. Some of them have only been in business for like 5 or 10 years. Mm-hmm. But we try to carry teas from different companies that are a small family-owned company. Mm-hmm. We carry Simpson and Vale loose leaf teas. We carry True Honey, which they have honey granules in the tea bag with the tea leaves, so it's already sweetened naturally with the honey. We carry teas from Piper and Leaf, which is a small family-owned company out of Alabama. Mm-hmm. They work with a lot of local farmers in the area and get their ingredients to mix their tea blends. Mm-hmm. And then we also have tea from a couple other companies, some smaller companies as well.
When someone comes in here, there are so many different items, all right? Can you be of help to the person and saying, well, what are you looking for? Well, I'm looking for something for my dining room or for our bedroom or for the kitchen or for the living room or the family room, etc. Could you use your expertise and give me that free advice that I know what would be going into that room?
Yeah, I'm happy to help people out if they have questions about,
First of all, do you get those requests?
A few times, yes. Okay. Yeah, if somebody has a question, would this look okay, with these colors or something like that in my space that I have, or, if they wanted to do an arrangement on top of their fireplace or something,
yes.
I can help.
I don't think people, when they walk in, know that you're a design artist or you're in design.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, I think that's important because, you have to come into place when you see, if you want to buy a gift for anything, any occasion, it's here. But knowing that you have that talent, okay, and saying, well, who are you buying for? I'm buying for a friend of mine, and where do they live? If they like colonial, or if they like modern, or if they like, so you could say, well, that would be excellent, or no, that wouldn't go. You could help them out in those areas. I think that's important. Mm-hmm. Don't you?
Yeah.
Then as we move on to the other room.
In our last room downstairs, we have some soaps from Honey House Naturals. They're based out in Washington State. It's a very mild soap made with honey and shea butter. We also carry goat milk soaps from a couple different companies. And in that room, we also feature a lot of different items that are specific to moms or mimis or nanas, dads also. I can't forget dad.
That's for sure, yeah. So you have something for everybody. Mm-hmm. Now, was that the soap I just used in your restroom?
Yes, the Honey House soap.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah.
In fact, I washed my hand 3 times. So again, in selecting these things, Erik, knowing what to select, and there's about 16,000 items in the place. How did you know what to get? Yeah.
Well, I've worked in retail all my life, ever since I graduated from college. So I've had a little bit of background with some companies. I knew what I wanted to carry and what I didn't want to carry. And since I'm a small business owner, I like to focus on other smaller business, family-owned companies to, get unique items that you don't see everywhere else.
Do you have a favorite item that people come in for? Or do people, first of all, when people come into this place, into your Hydrangea Cottage, do they know specifically what they were looking for? Or they come and say, oh, I'm looking for an anniversary gift, a birthday gift, or whatever?
Yeah. Some people will have an idea what they want. Some people want to do a gift basket, so they're gathering a couple different tea items or things like that to make a gift basket for somebody. And I can also put gift bags together. I've done that for quite a few people already.
What do you put in these gift bags?
It just depends on what they like. If they're giving it to somebody who likes tea, we'll put tea in it. If they're giving it to somebody, if they don't know, we'll put maybe some soaps in it, lotions, and scone mix. We sell scone mixes, so that's a popular item. We have dip mixes and soup mixes. Those are always good for a gift basket as well.
So you make them up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. If I'm going to a party, and once again, you need to know who you're going to the party for, and I want to get them a gift.
Right.
Okay. How do you advise me to do that?
Do they drink tea? What kind of tea would they like?
What if they don't drink tea?
If they don't drink tea, do they, would they like a marmalade, for Mrs. Bridges, or a candle?
How about some of the items, like the gift items that you have here? When I say gift, I mean there's so many. There's such a variety of things that you have here. I mean, I don't know where to start. I would get thoroughly confused. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd have to say, look, it's my wife's birthday, or my friend's birthday, or a baptism, or whatever. You seem to have something for everybody here.
Mm-hmm. And I've had people come in to get something for somebody that just moved into a new home.
That's it.
Yeah. And then I'll suggest maybe a wreath for their front door, or a welcome sign for their porch.
This is what I'm trying to say. A housewarming gift.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Right. And we have items for the garden as well, little yard stakes and things. So.
What is your biggest selling item?
Biggest selling item would be tea.
You hung up on that tea, aren't you?
Yeah, but we also sell a lot of goat milk soap.
But your coffee's great too, I understand.
Yes, we have good coffee.
I understand our Mayor Clues loves your coffee.
Yes, he does. Yes. Goat milk soap is very popular.
Yes, yeah.
Because it's something people can use.
Yeah.
When people come in, a lot of times they want a useful gift for someone that they're looking for.
Yes. Coming into this place, there's, like I said, to narrow it down as to what you are. I know when they leave, they're going to be happy in whatever, gift they give. In terms of prices, I guess you have a variety of prices.
We have a wide variety of prices. Yeah, we have, gift soaps that start at $2 a bar. So, and then we have Tiffany lamps for, a couple hundred or whatever.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And we have smaller Tiffany lights too that aren't quite that much. But, we have something, a lot of our gifts range in price from $10 to $20, $30.
I noticed, I know when my wife had her shop, that the prices were extremely reasonable because she did not have a tremendous overhead that you had to pass down into the particular things. Folks, I'm talking to Erik Tice. He is the owner of Hydrangea Cottage Tea and Gifts. Now, as I mentioned before, there are a lot of local shop owners in the different towns. I highly recommend you support them because they're there, they help the community out when the community needs things, and they care about their neighborhoods. They care about what's happening in the communities. That's the key thing versus sometimes major companies, and not that they don't care, but they're just concerned about bottom line, and I don't blame them. We come back, there's a lot more to talk about that Hydrangea Cottage and Tea Gifts, and when you talk about afternoon tea, what do you think we mean by that? We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. Once again, thank you for making the Sam Lesante Show the #1 talk show in northeastern Pennsylvania. I really appreciate that. And for all of you advertisers that are supporting us, not only here at Comcast 190, channel 92 in the Wilkes-Barre system on Saturdays and Sundays from 7 to 11. Of course, Service Electric Cablevision, 24/7. We have ssptv.com 24/7. You can watch all of our shows. I'm on location today. I love shows like this, my friends. We're talking about local shop owners, people who have an interest in the town, people who are concerned about what's happening in the community. And one of the places, if you haven't been here, it's worth definitely a trip. I guarantee you. I'm at Hydrangea Cottage Tea and Gifts. It's 409 West Market Street. Pottsville. The phone number is on the screen. It's easy to get to, and I'm talking to the owner, Erik Tice. Erik has a degree in design, and there's 2 floors here. Now, the first floor, we're going to wrap the first floor up. We have books here too.
Yes.
Let's talk about the books.
I have a couple books from a local author. She was a teacher here in Pottsville at the school, Cheryl Silberling.
Okay.
So quite a few people.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, quite a few people that come in know her, or they had her as a teacher.
Yes.
So they like to pick up her books.
What's the name? What book did she buy?
She has a couple different books. Outside My Back Door is one of them, and River of Gifts is another. But there's 4 books that she has downstairs there. And then I also have books from an author. Her name is Vicki Delaney. Okay. She's actually from Canada, but I met her at the Pennsylvania Tea Fest this past year. Mm-hmm. And she was a great author. She does murder mystery books.
You have local artists, you have local paintings, you have local authors.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying about the community, my friend. You don't find this in the major big anchor stores, okay? You don't find it. You find other things, but you don't find the personal touch. Speaking of the personal touch, we're sitting here at a beautiful dining room table, and you have here afternoon teas. Now, when I think of afternoon teas, here's what I think of. You sit down and you have a cup of tea, and you drink a cup of tea, and you talk to your friends, and you drink a cup of tea. It's not that. Let's talk about your afternoon teas, and this is where I think you really appreciate. What do you do with your afternoon teas?
Well, our afternoon teas are pretty special. People like to go out. You know, they like an experience. So, and it's definitely an experience coming here for an afternoon tea. We hope you feel at home, relaxed and comfortable, where you can talk to your friends and make new friends also. We don't have individual tables. Everybody, sits in a
Table
big
like
table.
this, yeah.
So if you're in a party of 2, you're sitting with some other people, and everybody, gets to know each other.
Fabulous.
But our teas are, an experience. Like I said, you get a scone. We offer 2 different teas. You get a soup. You get tea sandwiches. You get dessert. It's a full 5-course meal.
Here's the menu here, folks. This is one of the menus. I mean, he's being nice. Scones, of course, chocolate, strawberry, and rose cone with clotted
cream.
Clotted cream.
Yep.
Now, this soup is my favorite. Roasted tomato bisque, my favorite. The sandwich course, watercress cottage cheese, Dayton roasted chicken salad, ham and chive quiche squares. Dessert course, you have lemon, lime squares, pink heart shortbread cookies, devil in disguise, chocolate cake,
yeah.
and then chocolate tea and white chocolate peppermint tea selections. And you also serve coffee, right?
At our teas, we do not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's only
Coffee's
the teas.
out. But
Yeah.
now here is a great opportunity. You want to get together with a couple of your friends. Mm-hmm. And, sometimes just sit, you have girlfriends, boyfriends, or whatever, just to be able to sit down or take someone out as a gift.
Right. We've had a lot of people come and celebrate their birthday.
I think it's fabulous, okay? And your menus change, every month?
Every other month we change the menu.
Yeah.
So 6 times a year we have a different menu. This menu that we have right now, that will be for January and February. It's more of a chocolate themed menu because of Valentine's Day coming up. And then we will change it for March and April to more of a spring menu.
Uh-huh. Well, I think, now, if you're not relaxed here, there's something wrong, okay? And I'm a nervous wreck and I'm relaxed, okay? Tell me about the rooms we're up here now.
These two rooms up here, we did quite a bit of renovation to the building when we, first acquired it. We did a lot of decorating, which was very fun for me.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to look like you're, in your home. You have a nice view here of Garfield Square.
Yes, it is nice.
When you're sitting in the front room. And, you just hopefully takes you back to a time, where you can
Yes.
reminisce and relax.
I think you've done an excellent job here, Eric. But having the talent, when I'm looking at these, and as you'll see as we're talking, I see all these selections, and I could see the creative juices that flow from Erik Tice, okay? And, you certainly are way ahead of your time in terms of design. I think you're doing a great job. And now, okay, so let's assume I come in here and I'm redecorating my home, or I want to uplift it or whatever, and I'm looking for odds and ends to put in there. You can help me with that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, here's the other biggie. So I have a house. I don't know just exactly what color I want the walls. I know I want to change it. I know I want to do this. Okay, Eric, will you come to my home and give me, do you do that, home visits?
I haven't lately.
Okay.
Would
you do that?
I have in the past, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like that, or are you tied up here?
Right now, it's pretty busy right here at the shop with our teas and stuff. So I'm more focused on that at the moment.
Well, how about if I bring pictures?
Oh, yeah.
How about if I take a picture of the room and saying, this is the picture of the room, or a video that you have on the phones, okay? Because I think there's a lot of people that, are looking for a professional opinion, okay? And they may say to you, I was thinking of doing this color, and I was thinking about doing here, and you would say, that's excellent, because a lot of people know what they want,
right?
But they're just confused. You do that.
A lot of people aren't sure, if it's the right choice for them.
Yeah. And you have things in here that you could just put in the places.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how did you said you started off by being in retail?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's how you were able to develop all this stuff here.
With the gift shop, yeah. The afternoon tea bit of it, that came by when my son was born.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Oh. I actually stayed home with him until he went to kindergarten. So I thought afternoon tea would be a nice idea for his ladies in his life. So I started a tea when he was little. We invited his Mimi and his aunts and his godmothers. So it was a nice way to get together for everybody. And then when he went to school, we invited his teachers.
There you go.
So that's how the afternoon tea came about.
I think the afternoon tea is absolutely fabulous. My friends, I like doing shows like this. They're relaxed. And this place is absolutely beautiful, as you see. It's Hydrangea Cottage Tea and Gifts, 409 West Market Street in Pottsville. And there's so many other fabulous local shops in our area. And as I said when I opened the show, a lot of communities come in and ask these shops to participate in different fundraisers or whatever. And the local shops, knowing the community, participate. If you didn't have all these shops, what would you do? So support them, all of the local shops that we have in our viewing area. I'm Sam Lesante. We'll see you next time.